If I could go back to being 25 years old, knowing everything I know today, my life would look very different. Not because my life was a failure, but because I spent so many years learning lessons the slow and painful way. When you're young, you think life is long. You believe there will always be another chance, another opportunity, another tomorrow. But time has a strange way of moving faster the older you get. I'm 73 years old now, and when I look back at my younger self, there are many things I wish someone had told me earlier. If I could sit down with my 25-year-old self today, there are many things I would say. The first thing I would say is this: take care of your health. When you're 25, your body feels unstoppable. You can stay awake all night, eat whatever you want, and still wake up feeling fine. But the body remembers everything. The small choices you make every day slowly shape the future of your health. And one day you wake up and realize your body is no longer as forgiving as it once was. The second thing I would say is to spend more time with your family. When you're young, you assume your parents will always be there. You think there will always be another dinner, another visit, another conversation. But life doesn't promise that. Time quietly moves forward, and the people you love grow older with it. One day you look back and wish you had spent more time simply sitting with them, talking with them, listening to their stories. Another lesson I learned too late is to stop worrying about what other people think. In my younger years, I cared too much about the opinions of others. I tried to impress people who were never really important in my life. I worried about judgment, criticism, and expectations. But the truth is, most people are too busy worrying about their own lives. Their opinions rarely matter as much as we imagine. If I could live my 20s again, I would focus more on living honestly. Another thing I would do differently is start saving money earlier. When you're young, it's easy to think money is something you can worry about later. You think there will always be time to prepare for the future. But time is the most powerful tool when it comes to financial stability. Small habits built early can change your entire life later. Money alone cannot buy happiness. But financial stress can slowly take away peace of mind. I also wish I had been more careful about the people I surrounded myself with. Friends have a powerful influence over the direction of your life. Some people inspire you to grow. They challenge you to become better. Others slowly drain your energy without you even realizing it. If I could go back, I would choose my circle more carefully. Another important lesson is to take more risks. Fear stopped me from doing many things I truly wanted to try. I was afraid of failure, afraid of making mistakes, afraid of leaving my comfort zone. But when you grow older, you realize something important. Failure is rarely the biggest regret. The biggest regret is the opportunities you never gave yourself. I also wish I had never stopped learning. Life rewards the people who stay curious. The world changes quickly. New ideas appear. New opportunities emerge. And the people who grow the most are the ones who keep learning. Learning doesn't stop when school ends. In many ways, that's when it truly begins. Another lesson I learned too late is how valuable time really is. When you're young, time feels endless. You believe you have decades ahead of you, but years pass faster than you expect. The days become months. The months become years. And suddenly you realize how quickly life moves. Time is the only resource you can never replace. Once it is gone forever. If I could go back to my 20s, I would protect my time much more carefully. Another thing I wish I had done more often is express love openly. There were many moments when I assumed people already knew how much they meant to me. But as life moves forward, you begin to understand something simple. Words matter. A simple thank you can mean everything. A sincere I'm sorry can heal old wounds. And saying I love you is something that should never be delayed. Life becomes fragile as the years pass. People leave this world without warning. And sometimes the words we never say become our deepest regrets. Finally, if I could go back to being 25 again, I would remember to enjoy life along the way. When I was younger, I believed happiness would arrive someday in the future. After success, after stability, after everything in life was finally in order. But life rarely becomes perfect. There is always another challenge, another responsibility, another problem waiting to be solved. Happiness was never waiting in the future. It was always hidden in small moments. a quiet afternoon, a laugh shared with friends, a peaceful walk, a conversation that lasts longer than expected. If you are young right now, you still have something incredibly valuable. You have time, more time than you realize. And time, when used wisely, can transform an entire life. Don't wait until you're 73 to understand what truly matters. Live carefully, love deeply, learn constantly, and most importantly, don't waste the years you still have.